Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're here in Hell Creek Ranch in Jordan, Montana. Going to take a little trip down to Billings, and we've got a truck that we haven't really been showing too much love on this channel in a while. This would be Moiza Mods T800/T600, two trucks all in one. Obviously this is the 600 version that we've got going on here. And I just loaded up some pretty basic stuff to it. Pretty much just kept it black plastic, some basic rims, they're Smarties, and we are pulling John Ruda's Flatbed just to spice it up a little bit. But should be a fun little drive. Let's go ahead and get in. We got to drive over and see what it is that we're picking up. All right, we got lights on. Let's go ahead and crank her. We got Steele Productions Cat C13, and we're rocking an Eaton Fuller 8LL. Last week we did a 9 all, which is basically an 8+3, and an 8LL is 8+2. We just are missing that deep reduction gear that shares first, so we only have the two low gears, bottom left hand corner. Basically same pattern though, not too difficult at all. Fury 6 did this transmission, by the way, and it comes in a U-shaped pattern and a typical H pattern. Let's go ahead and just get this thing loaded up. I'll go ahead and leave that route advisor up there so you can see what's going on. Get my track IR on. So we're just going to basically stay within Hell Creek Ranch. We just need to make it to another driveway down there. A little bit foggy this morning. It's about 7:30, as you can see. You know what? I don't think I loaded that mod. It's not the rotating one. Darn. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We're just going to be able to see this from... it's just another view, but I won't be able to actually rotate, I don't think. Yeah, I can't rotate or do anything. Unfortunately, that sucks. But this is where we are pulling in. We're not getting any hay today, that's for sure. Cleared it just fine. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Thanks for coming along. Oh, that's why. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. Let's see if we can pick this up. What is it? I can't even remember myself. That's it. It's a Backhoe Loader. We're Hell Creek Ranch here in Jordan, Montana, going to Billings, dropping off at the Dairy Farms of America. 33,069 pounds on here. Let's go ahead and get it all squared away. We should just be pulling up right over there, unless we're backing in. Let's see. We backing in today? Yep, we are backing in. Okay, we'll get that going. Windows are down. Get the four-ways on. Had it in the upper range for showing you guys what I was doing. Yeah, so back in Moiza Mods T800/T600, haven't driven this in quite a while. I actually tried to load it in as soon as 1.5 dropped, and it wasn't working. It had nothing to do with the mod. I don't have an update. I don't have an updated key or anything. It's just that my mod situation wasn't working out, so it was probably either a conflict with some other mod that I've taken out since, or there was just some glitches in 1.5 and it was causing everything to go haywire. So it is, now that 1.5 is stable, well, it better be stable. They're already out in beta for 1.5.1. Hit the horn. Then I can get these trucks back in. And when I say trucks, I don't just mean the T800/T600. I also mean he's got a W900L that I've done on this channel, and a W900A also. So we'll be getting those trucks back into the rotation a little bit because, you know, it's different. It's different. We like to see it. all the detail that Recon Lobster and Driver 47 have done to this entire ATS expansion. Jordan was one of the first ones. Obviously, it used to be called Montana Expansion. We'll get the parking brake on. We can kill the... No one's going to be running into us here, but we will leave the parking lights on. We go pick up the load, and I will be right back. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half since we pulled through, but we've got the load on here now. This is our Backhoe Loader. And I'll show you a little bit more when we get some better light getting down the road. Alright. Fire her up. Parking brake off. Headlights on. And let's go ahead and we'll probably just get her started. I don't think we're going to need any low gears for today. But I do like driving the 8LL every once in a while, because if you go through all those gears, it's just weird to be kind of going back and forth between the upper and the lower range all the time. A little bit different. Mixes it up. If you haven't noticed by now, on the channel I do mix it up quite a bit. Rarely like to drive the same transmission. Keep that shift pattern a little bit different. Keeps the brain going, keeps me thinking. Probably don't need to be doing that. I'm already yapping too much, and that's why I'm crashing all over the place. We got 3 hours 45 minutes down to Billings. Should be pretty good. Weather seems to be cooperating, and the fog burned off in the time that it took them to load me up. I'm kind of liking, just for a change, going with kind of a basic truck setup, where everything, I don't have like a whole lot of chrome on it. I don't have a whole lot of, wrong gear. I'm just going with some basic rims. Go up into fourth. Go back down to the low range, upper right hand corner, we'll hit 5. And then back top center in the upper range for 6. Yep, that keeps it going, and then we'll just stay right here for 7 and 8. I think we're 45 through here. I think is our speed limit. And haven't pulled the flatbed from Ruda in quite a while. I like the loads. It's fun though, with there being so many trailers that there are in this game. You can pop back and forth between different ones, and you never have to see that same load. It's really cool. I think we're going a bit fast. I believe it's 45 here. Yeah, it's 45. We're pulling in a nice 60. I have never seen anyone else on this road, so I'm not too worried about it. I'd be very surprised if I got a ticket. The key is knowing when to slow down, because you come up on a stop sign pretty fast. So I'll be getting off the gas here just in a second. Yeah, only 33,000 pounds, so we're already going well over 60. Let's hear the Jake. Is that the full? That's the full Jake. It's not doing much. Might have to get on that, get on the brakes pretty early. Stop sign kind of sneaks up on you. And I'm definitely full brake here. Yeah, the engine brake isn't doing a whole lot, gotta say. Oh, let me get that back up so you can see what gear I'm in. Yeah, I gotta get started on that way early, and that was max. We'll leave the window down for a little bit so you can hear this C13. Yeah, so it does have different stages, but it is definitely a more subtle Jake. And turn right here. 25 through here. stick up to fourth, up in the upper range. That'll be pretty good for now, I think. Oh, let's go back down to fifth. So yeah, this thing's getting up to speed pretty quick, but we are light. Where are we turning? We're going to slow way down. We're going to have to come to a complete stop. Wish I had that pivot cam. I just forgot to put it in this profile. I just created I cloned a profile and called it Moiza. Throw all my Moiza trucks into there. See if we can skip, just go right to fifth. Hold off a little bit longer. Oh, I didn't hold off long enough. Come on. Yep, and we lost all momentum there. Oh, wait. That's the problem. That's the problem. The problem is I was thinking going up range for the fourth, so I went upper range and then put it into fifth position, and that's no gear. So that was my fault. We'll try that again in just a second. Upper range for six. That does look a little bit cloudy. I don't know what we're going to be getting into here. Yeah, let's steer away from it. I like that. Been driving in the rain so much. I don't know. I told you a couple episodes ago that I was doing a whole lot to test the graphics, and it seemed like one of the biggest things that was really killing me. It was particular trucks, especially highly detailed trucks, but it was only when I was getting rain, and it turned out to be rain from PNG, not from 8K modding, or 8K, not from Weather 8K. I'm going to use this uphill to slow us down a little bit so we don't get a ticket. And so, yeah, I've just been driving in the rain a whole lot, and I haven't turned down the probability. So I still get it every now and then. I'm kind of over it. Just been driving in it too much. And, I mean, normally that's kind of the way it is with seasons and stuff. The problem is we're in the middle of summer. As I'm recording this in Southern California, topped out at 107 today. And it's going to be 111 on Thursday and Friday. So, not really looking forward to that. It'd be great if I had a job where I was just inside driving trucks all day, but I actually have a 9 to 5 and I have to leave the house for that. So that sucks. But my wife doesn't. That's kind of cool. I feel like we need to get on the Jake here. Something might be coming up. We getting into a little town or something. Oh, there's Doden. Doden Construction. We're going through Miles City now. Yeah. This isn't very powerful at all. We're not only going to leave the engine brake on. Oh, there we go. Too hard on the brakes. Fourth? That shouldn't be fourth. What are you talking? Yeah, it should be seventh. It read it wrong. That's weird. Didn't even move the stick position. But yeah, you need to slow this thing down way, way early. The engine brake isn't doing hardly anything. David, can you do something about that? Can you make that a little bit more intense, or is that realistic? I'm not a truck driver, so maybe I'm just driving like a crazy guy. Oh, and we got a train. We got a train. We'll go ahead and stop back here. I think that's what they intended you to do. What do you guys think of the setup? Instead of going with chrome and everywhere and fancy rims, we just kind of went basic. Kind of like, hey, I picked up a used truck. It's pretty basic, cleaned it up, and that's what I'm going to haul today. What do you guys think? Every now and then I think it's good to be able to do that. Change up the look, change up the feel. Yeah, we're still going straight. Once we get to the south end of Miles City, I believe we're going to be headed west. We'll come to a stop here, and then I can take a look at the map. Yep, coming out of Miles City, we're going to take the 59 and then meet up with the 94. 94 will... yeah, turns into the 90 there, and we land right there in Billings. Not too bad. Looking at the detail and the straps and everything on the Ruda flatbed. I like the look of the T600s. It's just different. Don't really have many in the game, and at least set up like this. I usually don't drive them that much. I especially don't drive like this very much, the SES trucks. The exception to that, now that I'm bringing it up, is I have been given the W900, yeah, have been given the SCS W900 a little bit of a drive, and I've been doing that mainly just because of the new add-on from Sergei Selonick. It comes when you get his felling trailer. Goggles has been doing a couple videos on it and testing different things, especially related to that felling trailer and putting on some more weight to it now that it's officially released, not just in the beta. You got a 20, oh man, what is it, 24, 26, 28, and a 32 footer. And the 32 footer, it's you can throw an excavator on there. It's 66,000 pounds, and what we were kind of going back and forth testing, or not even together, just independently, was how is the steering going to happen? And it works a little bit better on the SCS W900, especially if you add a little bit of weight to the front axle. But we both found that it's a little bit more tricky because we were also looking at Pinga's dump chassis and trying to see if we can get that thing to chill out a little bit, but that thing is squirrely. And it comes in, it starts at about 5,200 on the front axle. I raised that thing all the way up to 15,000 and it still skids around corners. The good thing is you can actually drift with it. It doesn't tip. It's pretty funny. But yeah, it's too bad though. It had been a good truck to mix with that felling trailer. The good news is there's so many more trucks that have dump variations on them now, and I've done a couple in the recent past from EMT mods or EMT modding. That International 9600 and the Pete 359 both have dump versions to them, so that's kind of cool. That's the second time it's registered the gear wrong on me. This is weird. Coming up to speed, no problem. This guy's whipping by. Oh, we'll be able to get up to 70, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear what this is like with the windows up. Go ahead and get the cruise control on. And just chill. So, yeah. I really wish, I spent so much time, let me get the track IR back. I spent so much time trying to figure out how to get the Pinga open def for the Pinga Peterbilt. And for those of you that are interested in trying that, because it doesn't come with an open def by default, but if you go to Pinga's site and you scroll to the bottom, I think it's at the bottom of every page, there's a link there for templates, and it's got all the templates that if you wanted to do a skin, but along with it, even though you're not doing a skin, if you just want to make some adjustments to the chassis or look up the def name of the truck, you can just go ahead and get the template for it, and then you download all that information. So I loaded it up, opened the chassis folder, and changed the axle weight, and I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted. So that's every week I've had a different idea for how I'm going to implement showing you that felling trailer by Sergei Selonick, and it just hasn't happened. The closest I was going to be able to do that was just pulling it with the default, the SCS W900, and Goggles did that the other day, so I learned a couple things about it and did the testing, and I figured, he just did that, so I'll just report it on my drive, but I don't necessarily need to be doing the same thing over and over again and get a little bit of variety in here. And yeah, it's good to be driving the Moiza Mod truck again. Been a while. It's kind of, in terms of options inside, kind of bare bones. You get quite a few options on the outside. I wish they would throw in a couple more. I would like to be able to put some horns on here. You do get some good variation on the bumper, on the fenders. You get the light nodes in the back and the handles and everything. Pretty good options on the exhaust as well. And overall, I'm liking the whole overall feel of the inside. I just wish it had a couple more things that I could kind of customize, but not complaining at all. You've done a good job on a truck when you don't need tons and tons of options on the inside. Options aren't bad, don't get me wrong. But like it's like when you get in some trucks, you're like, I gotta be able to touch this up. I gotta be able to do something with it to make it more like feel like me, because it's not feeling like the period. It's not feeling like with this, you just kind of get in and it feels right. Same thing with the W900A from Moiza Mods, and another one that really gets me every single time, even though it was like the second truck that I bought, was HatreyuGaming's FLC. It just feels right. It's one of those trucks. Come on. Oh, that was my bad on the shift. My fault. Full brake. Very quiet Jake. I'm not sure if that's typical on a C13. That was not low gear. Look at that. I'm center bottom, and it's putting me into low. Now went into the same position, and it's got me in second. That's the third time in one drive. It's deciding that I'm in a different gear, even though I'm going into the same position. What's going on with that? Maybe that adapter that I threw in there. Keep it back into third. That's kind of bugging me. Are the shifter problems coming back? I hope not. Where are we taking this to? We're taking this to the Dairy Farms of America. Upper range and fourth. This is a pretty smooth drive overall. Not too many issues. We got to see a little bit of the truck and trailer. But it's a pretty short drive. Kind of had that planned for today. And get the blinker on. We are pulling in here You are screwing up my camera view, guy. I have no idea if I'm going to crash into anything or what. And you blocked it in that view too. Thanks, guy. Where are we going? Where are we dropping this thing off? Oh, so looks like just straight ahead. Oh, it's actually over there. Hold on a second. I'm going to drop it off over there. Okay, it just wants us to come through. Did it give us enough room here? Oh, we're just pulling in straight. That's simple. That is simple. Oh, hold on a second. Looks like we lost the camera. Maybe we weren't even running the cameras. That's funny. That would be hilarious. Okay, what's going on now? It doesn't want to find the gear. I don't understand what's going on. It just won't recognize the gear anymore. That's upper range. There we go. Okay, it finds it now. Something's going on with the shifter. It's the sensor to tell it what gear to go into. Probably wants me to go in over here on this side. I wanted to take it a little bit farther, but I have reached my destination. So we can go a little bit wider with this. Make sure we can make that turn in. Love the T600 hood. I'm a fan. May have gone a little bit too wide there. We'll have to compensate. Pull it back a little bit farther. Just missing it. Just missing it. Nope, I missed that. Oh, come on. I hate that when you get too close to something and it registers that it's a crash. That's dumb. I didn't hit it. You guys saw it. You guys saw it. That's close enough. Alright, short little trip here, again, with Moiza Mods T800/T600. This is the 600, obviously. And John Ruda's Flatbed. Just taking a Backhoe Loader from Jordan over to Billings. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. Thanks for coming along on the drive. I really appreciate it. If you really liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all my videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.